And now I'd also like to introduce to you and to our viewers yet another striking leader amongst us. We have with us Mr. Ashish Karnakaran, Vice President and Industry Leader, BFSI Tata Communications. He comes with an experience of over 22 years as a CTO, CIO, head of IT in various institutions, the biggest names in the industry. Please do put your hands together, my viewers, for Mr. Ashish Karnakaran. Thank you, Mr. Karnakaran, for joining us.
Hey, thanks, Isha, for having me here. It's a pleasure to be part of this particular conversation, especially the leadership, like Mr. Varma, can be part of this particular same discussion. Yeah, so it's been my pleasure.
Hi, Ashish. I'm also looking forward to hear from you.
Definitely, Mr. Varma.
So, in fact, I'd like to ask the two of you something, and maybe you can take it up one by one. I'd like to ask you, what do you feel are the challenges that the industry today are facing, especially if we talk about the year 2024? Do you see any innovations that we should prepare ourselves for?
Okay, so there's a lot happening in the industry per se, and the way the industry is also kind of changing. So I come mostly from to Mr. Verma's point of it comes from a financial services industry. So entire career was there in the financial services industry, but on the technology side, he comes from the business side as such. But the way we change doing the business, he's undergoing a massive change. And the technology, one side was kind of support function earlier. Now it's becoming a differentiator. And now it's moving ahead. It is going to be like the technology is going to driving the business as it's more of like a tech organization doing the business of maybe a banking or so. That's where actually all these fintechs are revolutionizing the industry. And we at Tata Communications are also kind of enabling the institutions to kind of transform that particular tech journey. So whether it is providing the right kind of an infrastructure or maybe like the right kind of support for the organization to transform it. So we work closely with the customers on that particular thing.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Mr. Varma, what are your thoughts about the various challenges or the industry trends, innovation for this year?
Yeah, I mean, the sector in which I work, the information dissemination is the biggest problem that I have seen, because the micro and small, the government is making so much of effort, so many schemes are there. But the unfortunate thing is that many of the times I have seen that whatever schemes are there for the benefit of people, they themselves may not be aware. So this remains a huge challenge. How do I disseminate the information? The information asymmetry is huge. Sometimes the bankers are not aware, sometimes the borrowers are not aware of the good initiatives being made. There is I mean, occasions you will also feel that the convergence between different schemes are also not happening. The schemes are working in silos, and also this appears to be challenged. But as Ashish was telling, that technology is the answer for everything. The more and more it becomes tech driven, the more and more the subjectivity is taken out of the business decision, it would be good. And good news is that we are on the right path, we are on the right direction. So a very exciting time, and particularly with the AI, ML, and all those things coming in, it's going to be very, very interesting time for the MSME segment, also apart from the economy in general.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Varma, for sharing your thoughts.